What up? What up? What up? What up? Jamel Redemption, RBMDRT, repairing broken men by doing righteous things. What's up, all you alcoholics and jackaholics? That's my new name for y'all, jackaholics, man. To all the people who out there interested in seed retention. Apparently, you're a jackaholic. Yeah, that's a term I came up with. These are the fruits of seed retention. One of the fruits of seed retention that I just discovered is fruits. And we all know fruits are full of seeds, or should be, unless they're made by Monsanto. But anyway, all fruits should be full of seed-bearing seeds, fruit-bearing seeds. And one thing about fruits, they thrive in sunlight. Most fruits need at least 6 hours a day of direct sunlight in order to thrive, be cultivated, to be, juicy. You know what I mean? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, by the way. Fruits desire direct sunlight. Fruits desire to be in the presence of the sun. And in most cases, the higher the fruit is on the tree, the more desirable it is to someone who wants that fruit. You know? People often take the easier route by trying to get low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit doesn't have the highest quality seed. You see? The high fruit, the fruit that is in the closest proximity to direct sunlight on the tree, is not only a higher quality fruit, but it has a high quality seed. And the longer I go on my seed retention journey, the more I realize the potential that my seed and my seeds foster. When I'm on streaks like the one I'm on right now, or the one that I'm reestablishing, because I did have a mishap recently. But don't get discouraged if you have a mishap on your seed retention journey. It's inevitable, basically. It's gonna come out. But when you on these journeys like the one I'm on, you realize the potential of your seed. And then you realize the fruits of these seeds. But the typical individual is gonna go for the low-hanging fruit, which isn't the most quality fruit. It doesn't have the most quality seed. But when you're on a steadfast seed retention journey, your seed is being produced in a magnitude that's not only abundant, but qualitative. Especially if you're eating healthy, if you're staying hydrated, if you're getting direct sunlight. Like right now, my skin is under direct sunlight. You see? So I desire that. I desire to be in the sun more. You know? One thing about seed retention is your goal, one of your main goals should be testosterone production. You should be trying to get your testosterone levels at its optimal point, at its highest point that you can get it right now. And vitamin D and testosterone are directly correlated. If you have high vitamin D levels as a man, you by default will have the highest testosterone that you can possibly have. So you want direct sunlight. You strive to have a high vitamin D level. So you need direct sunlight. And in turn, you cultivate better seed. And when you cultivate better seed, you bear better fruits. You see? And if you bear better fruits, those fruits will produce better seeds. So even if you have a mistake, or even if you do release some of your life source energy, you have enough fruits on the tree that one fruit, or the many fruits that drop off your tree, there's still enough fruits on your tree that you have an abundance. I don't know if anybody following me right now or hearing what I'm saying, but I'm dropping some jewels. When you're on a high street, one of the fruits of seed retention is you desire to be in environments where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Whether it's in your workplace, at your home, you don't want to be in an environment where you're just there. You don't necessarily want to be the center of attention, but you want to. You would rather be in a place of that. For one, you want to be a pillar, an important figure in whatever aspect that you are in. Not only do you want to, you deserve to be, because all this potential, all this energy, all this purpose, it's evident that it's inside you, because you wouldn't be practicing this practice if you weren't on that course of greatness. So if you're exuding greatness, if you're generating greatness, you not only deserve to be celebrated, but you desire to be celebrated. You don't want to find yourself in situations where you're not welcome and you're not celebrated. You know? And that's a fruit of seed retention. When you're not on seed retention, you basically accept anything. You're the low-hanging fruit. You have low-quality seed. If you're expelling your life source energy on a routine basis, your seed ain't that strong. Your seed ain't carrying that much potential. And you're not bearing the best fruit. But if you're on seed retention, you're in a position, you're at a high point of the tree. You're getting direct sunlight, and you are desirable. So only those who willing to climb that tree, only those who willing to shake that tree, you know what I mean, can have any access to your seed. Your seed is valuable. When you ain't on seed retention, you're low-hanging fruit. You might just drop on the ground, fall to the wayside. That's the quality of the fruit you're bearing, the seed you're carrying. And you don't even care. You know what I mean? You just give up at that point, and you don't care where you're placed. You don't care where you're located. You don't care if you're tolerated. If you're a man and you're not on seed retention, you're not generating the most quality seed that you can generate. And you're not bearing the highest quality of fruit that you can bear. You know? Men who are not on seed retention are driven by pleasure. That's all they want. They want pleasure. They just desire any kind of pleasure, anywhere. Oh, it's a party going on, let's go. Oh, it's popping over there, let's roll. You know what I mean? That's how men who ain't on seed retention often find themselves in predicaments. Because they have no intention of experiencing their purpose, living out their purpose. They're not purpose driven. They're pleasure driven. But when you on seed retention, your purpose is priority. Pleasure is secondary. And a lot of times, the things that you call pleasure is not desirable to a person who's not on their purpose. You take pleasure in producing. You take pleasure in leading, in leadership. I saw something. I don't mind quoting this guy, but Charleston White said recently in an interview I saw, he said, "Let me tell you the difference between a leader and a boss. When you're on seed retention, you're vibrating on your leadership quality. And as a leader, like Charleston White was saying, leaders lead by example, and everybody who's following him or under him will follow that pattern. A boss is just somebody who's in a position for their pleasures, for what benefits them. You see? And he was speaking about that enchantment girl, God bless her soul, but the girl who passed, and he was just saying that Gucci Man is not really a good leader. He's a boss, but he's not a leader. And Charleston White was making me think, because he was like, everybody who was signed under 1017, they either locked up, dead, or, you know, in some kind of compromised position in their career. Because yeah, Gucci Man is a boss, but he's not leading them. If he's so sober and in the fitness, why aren't his artists following that same pattern, that same template? Because he's a boss, but not a leader. And I received that what Charleston was saying. But that's the thing, when you're on seed retention, you're more prone to be a leader. And I see that in my own life. Like, I'm not out here saying, yeah, I'm a leader, follow me. But I found myself in positions where people will see like what I'm doing, what I'm on, what type of time I'm on, and they'll try to, you know, either emulate what I'm doing or find more, or do their own research on what I'm doing. Because I'm leading by example, and I'm giving them the information that'll edify their minds, that'll edify their journey. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to being a boss where I'm just worrying about what I got going on and how I could make myself better. If I was operating on boss time, I wouldn't even be making this video. But as a person who's trying to edify himself, I'm leading by example, and I'm sharing the information freely. So that's a leadership quality. Whether or not you follow me or not, I'm a leader of myself. I'm a leader of oneself. I'm a king of myself. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I was just standing on bossism, which is fine if that's what you want to vibrate on. If I was standing on just bossism, I would just be taking the information that I've accumulated about seed retention, not saying nothing about it, and just reaping all the benefits of seed retention. The female attraction, the magnetism, the ability to manifest things by desire. That would just be bossism. You see? So there's a difference between a leader and a boss. And that's like a big fruit of seed retention. Like, you're the high hanging fruit. So the fruits that are on the ground and flies flying over them and worms eating them up, the fruit at the top of the tree looking down like such a pitiful existence. The fruit at the highest point of the tree is soaking up all these UV rays, all this good prana, all the good nutrients from the tree, you know? So the tree is going to keep feeding that fruit. The tree is going to keep sending nutrients to that fruit. The fruits that fell to the wayside, they're no longer connected to the tree. You know, their seed is not being cultivated anymore. In fact, it's decaying. Now, it still has potential. A bird might snatch it up, take that seed somewhere, and it might hit some fertile soil and grow into another tree. It's still, everything has potential. Everything has potential. And eventually, my seeds will be dispersed. But there's more intent. There's more potency to my seed because I've been retaining my seed. You see? Because I haven't been chasing pleasure. I've been chasing purpose. Yeah. But this is Jamel Redemption, RBMDRT, repairing broken men by doing righteous things. Y'all take care of yourself out there.